Fuck. Alright. Time is 9:43. Trying to start at 9:30. Preoccupy myself a bit. But yeah. Vlog number one. I was probably gonna do a podcast, but yeah, I'm just gonna reschedule it for sometime this week. Got a little bit of a 3 day weekend, but I work in one of those days, so basically a 2 day weekend. So might as well. Why am I doing this live and not just recording it and then posting it, doing a whole bunch of editing and shit? Because I'm garbage at doing shit like that. I really need to learn how to do that shit. Should have learned it before I started this shit, but too late for that now. I'm already starting it. But yeah, so my first vlog, named it Depression and Deadbeat Dads. I'll probably start with the Deadbeat Dad first. Then I'll move on to depression because they both tie in together a bit. So yeah, Deadbeat Dads. Fuck. But yeah, growing up, I have very few memories of my dad. You know, like like I remember very little. The actual memory I have that I can fully, not even fully remember, just I can actually remember was when I was little, and when he was outside smoking, and I went out there joined him. Well, not for a smoke. I was fucking like 5 or some shit, but he was smoking. I was just out there hanging out with him because it's my dad, and he took a cherry off a cigarette and landed on my hand and burned my hand, and started crying because I'm a kid. Getting burned with cigarettes isn't fun. I tell you what, gotta feel it on my fucking hand. Went through a rough patch a couple of months, like basically a year ago. Yeah, it was about a year ago. But yeah, went through a rough patch by myself. But that's one of the memories I have. After that, I just remember him just always being in jail, always being in prison, always sending me letters, telling me how much he missed me and how much he loved me. Sometimes the letters would stop, and I think he would be too busy or he got in trouble. And I found out he'd be out of prison and shit. I found the first time I found out he was out of prison when I was 12. He My grandma needed help doing her yard, and I wasn't around doing anything that weekend anyways. My grandma from my dad's side from the family, his mom. But yeah, he was there and I didn't know. None of it, me, my sister, or my mom didn't know he was there. Because if we did, I'm pretty sure my mom wouldn't have let me go. I wouldn't blame her. I wish we did know. It would make things a lot more easier. But yeah, me being 12 years old going over there, of course, like always emotional and shit. So my time going over there, still emotionally vulnerable. Going over there, just thinking I was just gonna do some yard work, hang out with grandma and the cousins, and that'd be it. But no, he was there. So we were inside for a minute. We were talking. Well, me and my grandma. That my dad was there. Kind of asked me how I've been and all that shit. You know, told him the basics. I'm in school. Middle school and all that shit. But yeah, then we went to go outside and start raking up the leaves. We started knocking. This is the first and last time I've ever played ball with my dad. We got a football that was just laying around, and me and him just started tossing it around and knocking all the leaves off of the tree. Started raking it up, clean up the yard. Took us a while because we were just talking while we're doing that shit. But That was like the first time I've ever spent actual time with my dad that I can remember. And, you know, the first time I felt like my dad cared. But, yeah, we finished, we went inside, we got my made some pozole, and we were just watching Scarface. He was telling me that, all the weird facts about the movie. And, it was just nice to me because I was spending time with him. And, you know, just being able to actually see my dad and actually talk to him felt really good. Yeah, then my mom came over with my little sister, and yeah, we didn't. They didn't know he was there either. So of course my sister's crying. Finally seeing her dad for the first time out of prison. We think it's all a good moment. My mom's just there, being skeptical, and I don't blame her. You know, my dad's been in there and out, doesn't really tell us anything and shit. So of course she has the right to be skeptical. So before we leave, he gives us his phone number to text him and call him. And I remember texting him for like a good day or two before I stopped being text. My mom even warned me saying, "Don't expect him to always text you, and don't be surprised if he just stops." But yeah, um, that was like the first time I seen him out of prison since I was, 5 or 6. Same for my little sister. That was the first time she's seen him ever out of prison. It was kind of a big moment for us. We thought, dad was gonna come back. Things would get better. We be a family again and all that shit. But nah, life says fuck you sometimes. And yeah, years go by. We don't really hear much from him. We don't really see much of him like at all. Like, that was like the last time I seen him in person. Even at my great grandma's funeral, I didn't see him there because I think he was in prison at the time. But yeah, I didn't see him there. I seen like I think one of my sisters. I think maybe like a half brother and half sister there. Well, they're both my half brother and half sister. But yeah, they were there. They were asking me how how's dad and all that. And honestly, I could tell them honestly, I don't really know. Don't really talk to him that much. And yeah, he wasn't really there for like a long time until I finally turned 17 and I went to Christmas at my grandma's. We wanted to go over there and hang out with my grandma because we had to still see that part of the family. And I'm not saying that like, oh, it's a drag seeing them. I miss seeing them. But yeah, I hardly ever get to see him, so it was nice, talk to him, catching up. But he was there. It was kind of awkward. So you know, it was just us talking. Kind of catching up again, and again, me still being vulnerable to the fact that maybe he could still be there before I just decided to join the military. Maybe, trying to be a dad for the last year or so I'm there. And, but nah, same shit happens. Gave me another number. Then, tried to talk to him. Never really responded or anything. So I just finally gave up. When I was 16, I forgot to mention, when I was 16, before I actually see my dad, that holiday, he he sent me a whole bunch of letters when he was in jail for like a long time until it was like 9 or 10. And Every night I would just like go over and look over him, thinking that he still cared about me and all that shit. But yeah, fuck. My little sister walked in, seeing me doing that shit, and this honestly hurt me, made me feel like shit, and I know that wasn't her intention, but woke me up. She seen me like looking at all that shit, and she's like, why do you still care about him? If he cared about you, if he cared about us, he'd try, try to be a part of our lives. You know, I know mom and cat together, but still, you still, try and see if you could visit them or try to pick us up and hang out with them. And you should stop caring about them. You stopped caring about us a long time ago. And, I felt not hurt by her, but hurt by my dad. And I felt like I hurt my sister so much, you know, because growing up, I didn't really have a dad figure. I was like the first child of my mom. So, growing up, you feel like you need both parent figures. You need both your mom and your dad to learn how to be a good person. You know, your mom to teach you kindness and your dad to teach you how to be a man. But no, he wasn't really there. So, I'm 18, going to boot camp. Life's good, being yelled at and all that shit. That didn't really bother me. Boot camp didn't really, bother me. I didn't really feel depressed. I felt really fucking stressed, of course, but honestly, my depression, didn't really hit me because I was always busy. Didn't really have much time to be depressed until I finally tried to go to sleep. Other than that, things were good. I get letters from my mom, which every time I seen them, I'd always cry because, being away from your family by force and, not being able to talk to them every day just fucks you up sometimes. So, just after, lots of letters from, different family members, you know, yeah, that shit fucking hurt. I mean, not hurt, but fucking made me feel a little better while I was there. And then I finally got a letter from my dad while I was in boot camp saying how proud of me and all that fucking dad shit that dads always say when they haven't been there for a long time. But yeah, that kind of like laid heavy. And I believe I wrote to him and I never got a letter back until then I finally graduated boot camp. And honestly, I didn't expect him to be there. And, he wasn't there, of course, but, if he was there, it would have been a big surprise for me. Well, made me think that he's changing for the better. That he is actually try to be a good dad this time. But like always, I'm wrong. And, you know, all that, still made me feel like shit. But, yeah, finally went home for a while, hung out with all the family, went to my grandma's because I guess they got me gifts while I was in boot camp. Like if I was still there. So we had to go there to pick up the presents and talk to the family from my dad's side, my grandma, my cousins, and all that. And he was there, and it was really awkward, you know. And it was just like, why? I didn't know what to say. I was fucking bewildered that he was there, and not in prison again. And I honestly just wanted to leave. Like I didn't want to be there. I just wanted her to go home, but I knew if I did that, I'll probably piss off my mom, but she would still understand that, oh, I don't want to be there because he's there, but I gotta stay there for the family, the rest of the family, the cousins that I haven't seen in a while. So I just sucked it up, just, made small talk with them. Then we left. And she asked us how we felt about that. And She asked me and my sister because my sister went along, and we were just my little sister is always either too honest or not, always lying, which is weird. So you know, she tells them how she feels. She tells my mom how she feels about that, saying that it was nice seeing the family. It was okay seeing dad again, but and again, gave us a different number to text him on all that shit. Did for a while, same thing as usual. Stopped texting us after a while. So yeah, then I went to MCT. Then I went to Fort Lee, Virginia, and over there I was so bored. That I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I just want to go home. Depression kicking back in. Homesick. Didn't really talk to anybody there. Didn't really want to try either because it's like I was like, oh, well, I'm only gonna know these guys for like a month or so. Why even bother? But yeah. Um, Next thing I fucked myself up over there and went to Mississippi to another schooling, and there I kind of had the same mindset, but kind of broke out of it. Still depressed and shit, but the guys I was hanging out with made me feel a little bit better, made me a little bit more social. You know, but yeah. Um, then I was drinking one night, and keep in mind I was still 18 at the time. Yeah, I was still 18, and I got a little bit buzzed. I was a little drunk, not too drunk where I'm shit faced and saying dumb shit, but drunk enough where it's like I just feel relaxed. They're all mellow and shit. And I get a call from my family and shit. My mom, no, not my mom, my sister. She's with my grandma from my dad's side. Talk to the cousins and all that. And she tells me dad's there. And I was like, fuck. So, she's talking to me saying, dad's here. That she's talking with him, hanging out with him, having fun and all that. And I wanted to say, don't let that get to you. Don't let that get in your head. But I don't want to scare her and make her hate him for no reason. Well, I mean, she had a reason. But yeah. So, that shit happens. Next thing I know, just talking to her. Next thing I was like, oh, dad wants to talk to you. I'm like, what does he want to say? I was like, oh, well, you tell him. She gives me the phone and all that. And just like, it's weird because, you know, because I haven't talked to him in so long and I'm still emotionally fucked up when I happened. And I was drunk, so I was kind of scared. So I'm just gonna yell at him and curse him out and just put so much hate on him and shit that piss him off, and he'll take it on my sister. So I just it's like, all right, just don't fuck it up. Just don't make it a big deal. So then, he's talking to me, saying how much he misses me and how much he fucked up, and he's there crying and shit on the phone, and I'm tearing up because I think this time he means it. That this time is gonna be different. That this time that he's gonna change. He's gonna be better. That he's gonna be there for my sister while I'm there. And again, for like the 10th time in my life, I'm wrong. And yeah, so he tells me all this shit that he loves me so much and he's so proud of me. That he wishes he was there for me. That he wishes he was better. That he was a better dad. And I'm there just fucking tearing up on the phone, just confused whether I should just, you know, comfort him and say it's okay, or just curse him out and say that shit doesn't matter anymore. You know, you don't fucking matter. You know, fucking conflicting in the back of my mind, just how to handle this. Finally, I was just like, you know what? Yeah, just quick little answers like thanks, that, yeah, that, quick little answers. Just not really just starting trying conversation with him because I'm afraid he might say something or I might say something that just fucks everything up. So we finish and he gives the phone back to Lexi and we are just talking for a minute and yeah. So tell her I love her and all that shit. And it was like late at night because it's like 3 hours ahead in Virginia. So it was like fucking midnight or some shit when she called me. And I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah. The last time I heard from my dad until I came back home. Well, came to San Diego. No, I went home for a while. And I didn't really talk to my dad. Well, couldn't even talk to my dad because I didn't have his number. So I was like, all right, whatever. Spent time with the family for like 2 weeks. Then went to San Diego, where I'm at right now, and shit. So, yeah. Then fucking November comes around, and my shop's asking me if I want to take leave for Christmas. And I was like, sure, might as well spend some more quality time with family. And so I did. And Christmas came around again, and he was there again. But it was only quick because we just made an excuse and we had to go to other places, and other family members and shit. So it was only quick little hi and how you been and all that shit. Quick little conversation. Didn't get a chance to ask for his number. Didn't even want his number. Then we left. Then in March, one of my aunts passed away. Like she was a real spiritual figure in her family. So when she passed away, it was like hard on a lot of my family. And I went to her funeral on the way there. Well, when I was on my way there, before I went there, my sister told me we gotta go talk to dad. We gotta talk to him for a minute, get a resolution and all that shit he's done. Basically tie up loose ends and shit. So I was like, keep asking, are you sure? It's like only if you want to. It's like, well, do you want to? Because I'm down for whatever. In reality, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to see him. I was still too fucked up in the head to actually want to talk to him. And yeah. But she said she wanted to. She wanted to get answers. So I was like, okay. But on the way there, I didn't want to see him. And in my back of my head, I was like, am I really gonna be prepared for this funeral? I haven't been to one for so long. I haven't really talked to a lot of family in so long that it just feels weird. I feel like I might say or do something that just makes people look at me different, make people say some shit about me. Just add to the pile of shit in my head. But yeah, back and forth. I didn't want to talk to no one. Hell, I didn't even call my mom. Didn't even call my girlfriend at the time. But yeah, hand downs back and forth. I remember getting home. I left at like I remember leaving at like 10, 9. No, I think like 8. But I was heading over there. And I was driving back and forth on the highway. Go an hour and drive back saying, I could just make an excuse. Like, nah, you gotta go. Drive another hour back. Got stuck in Los Angeles, debating if I should go or not. But I finally went. I was like, you know what? I'll go. All while my girlfriend and my mom are calling me, asking where I'm at. I'm just like on my way. On my way. I'm stuck here. Traffic here is bad. Making no excuses. Yeah, just told them it's gonna be there. I'll call them when they get there, or I'll let them know. But next day was a funeral, and yeah, I just wore my dress blue Bravo as my military uniform. They wanted me to wear that. I didn't want to wear it. They're like, no, you gotta wear it. You know, everyone wants to see you in it. Everyone wants to see the Marine you are. And I really didn't want to wear it. Like I'm telling you, it's really uncomfortable wearing those uniforms because those fucking shirt stays fucking tear the shit out of your legs. But yeah, I changed over, put on the uniform that I didn't want to wear. I mean, I'm not saying the Marine Corps is bad, you know, that, you know, I hate the uniforms. It's just like, I didn't want to wear a uniform to that center, to that service, you know. I felt like I was going to take too much attention away from the actual funeral. But yeah, I just sucked it up, just decided to wear it, brought some extra clothes, changed right after the funeral. And then, you know, funeral goes on, and prior nights, I usually cry myself to sleep sometimes. So that night I was just crying. So I was kind of out of tears for the moment. So when the funeral went on, I was sad as shit. I couldn't cry, and I hated myself so bad for not crying at that funeral. Everyone else is tearing up, breaking down and shit, and just they're just standing there, like a blank face, just no tears at all. And that really just, made me feel like shit. But just carried on, went to the funeral. Then we just had a service. I bet my phone fell. But changed over, helped bury, finish the burial. When you get the shovel and you finally bury the relative with all the rest of the dirt. Yeah, I helped out with that after I changed over. And yeah, but yeah, fucking change over. By this time, I don't even look at my phone anymore. I'm just not even paying attention. I just, took a quick snap, which I felt bad for. I don't really like posting social media about funerals and shit. I feel like that's disrespectful. When I did that, I felt like shit. You know, I mean, I don't, it's okay if you do it before and after, but during the funeral, during the service, it's like I feel like you're just doing that just to get attention and just to get views. So anytime I show what happened, it's like, well, I'm not gonna post on Facebook that I'm at the service and I feel so sad. But yeah, um, next thing I know, I just go home, hang out with the family. I'm really too tired, so my phone's dead by the time I'm still at the party. So me and my family just hanging out. I let my phone charge. You know, finally when I see it the next day, just a whole bunch of texts from my girlfriend and all that. I tell her I'm gonna go take care of something quick. I'm gonna talk to my family before I go. So that day, me and my sister, a little bit of like I want to say like around like 10 or 11, we went to go talk to my dad to finally get some answers. So here we go, and I already don't want to be there. I already want to just turn back, but nah, I just had to keep going. Yeah, so I go head to my dad's. Well, to my grandma's because my dad's there. He doesn't have his own place. He's always in and out of jail, so he can never have his own place. And always crashes at someone's house. But yeah, just seeing him there. I talked to my grandma, you know, catching up and all that, telling her what I've been, doing with my life. I don't mention I kind of mention I drink here and there, but I don't mention I get fucked up. Just drink away the pain and all that bullshit. But yeah, fucking. If my dad's there, you just get out in the shower, but you could just like look at his face and see that he's still kind of high, and just that kind of pissed me off. Already, I just want to go home. Don't want to even talk to him, but I'm just there with my sister because I know she wants answers. But she's kind of hanging out with the cousins, talking to them for a minute, and my dad asked if he wants to talk outside or have a smoke, and by this time I've already smoked, enough to where it doesn't bother me anymore. So I was like, sure, I can have a smoke. And what you call it? Me and her are talking, and he's just going on and on, saying that how much you care for me and how much you love me, how proud he is. Every time he talks to people, he's saying that his son is a Marine, saying how he regrets not being there for all my life. Like, wish he was he wish he was better, and wish he was a better dad. It's just all that bullshit he said before. Yeah, and told me this story that when I was a baby before he went to prison, that whenever he would try to go get high and he was just babysitting me, that whether I was awake or asleep, I just somehow knew he was gonna go get high. So I just there, just like crying until he came back, you know, and just hearing that shit, knowing that he was still doing drugs even though I was born, it just I guess already a bad sign that he wasn't even gonna be there in my life. He was just gonna be this shithole of father that he was. That you know, let me grow up without a dad. You know, not learn how to be a man. How to learn that shit the hard way from my mom, which is really hard for a mom to teach her son how to be a man. Because, as a boy, you're like, well, if I need to be a grown up, a grown man, doesn't a man have to teach me? You have that kind of mentality as a kid. I still had it when I was a teenager that like, hey, I need a actual dad to teach me how to do this shit. But no, that didn't happen. Grew up without him. Telling me all this shit that he did, just kind of made me just like, man, why did I look up to you so much? And at that point, I felt like I was the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Fucking when Will's dad leaves, I felt like that. And then my sister comes out to get her answers. So she's just talking to him, and they're talking. Telling he's telling her the same shit I did, but I see his eyes starting to water up and shit. It's like you're crying with her, but I guess I don't really fucking have an impact on you and all that shit, right? I could just see the smirk, the shitting smirk on her face. Not because, I mean, my little sister is a little drama queen, so when I seen that smirk, I knew, she had her own opinions about what's going on. And I already knew why she was smiling because she already knew he was high, and that everything he's saying was just gonna be bullshit. All that she was saying. So he gave us his number, and I, and we were still talking, and he just keeps asking Lexi, why are you smiling? Why are you smiling? And I was like, I knew why, but I didn't want to just like throw it out, just like, oh well, she just doesn't want to care about you no more. I didn't want to just be that. So I just asked her, Lexi, why are you smiling? Because I wanted him to hear her say that. I wanted him to realize what the fuck he's been doing, the shit he's put us through, the shit he's missed out that he should have been there for. And nah, she was like, no reason. So yeah, my mom's just keep calling me because she knew that's why we went there. She knew that's why we left to grandma's. I mean, yeah, to visit my grandma and all that, but mostly just to talk to our dad. So I'm just getting, call after call, telling her I'm still at grandma, still talking to grandma, and still talking to dad. She's like, well, I need you here to come home. Come home, come home. Like, all right, whatever. So we finally finished talking to him. Finally told my mom we're getting ready to head out. And yeah, gives us his number to talk to him. And I'm just still having a high hopes that he's gonna just change. That he's gonna actually But yeah, this is the last time I talked to him on the phone. That same night, I went home. I was so confused and so fucked up. I needed to talk to my girlfriend at the time. I needed to know what to do. I didn't know what to do. Because I knew my mom was going to tell me just pray. Talk to God and pray. He's going to make you feel better. And I didn't believe it. But yeah. So I just asked her if we could talk. I said, babe, can we talk? She's like, I'm with my friends right now. I was like, babe, please, I really want to talk. She's like, maybe next time. And at that point, I just felt really hurt. I felt alone. And now it's really fucking bad when you have depression. So I'm just there driving, and then I finally start crying. And I just felt like such shit. Uh, get back to my room and leave at midnight. Go to my room. It's 5 in the morning, and I have to be up at at least 12 to get ready for work. That I worked at that time I was working night shift, so I worked at three in the afternoon to like fucking midnight to like 1 in the morning, sometimes even two. Latest I've ever been to work is like 4 in the morning, 5. But that's not the point. So yeah, I just felt like shit. I needed someone to talk to. Needed someone to comfort me, but you know, just kind of got blown off at that point. So I drive. I drive there. It's 5 in the morning. I set my alarm for like 10, 11. But sometimes I will usually wake up before my alarm, so it's like whatever. And wake up the next morning expecting a good morning text from my girlfriend. Hell, even an apology for saying I was busy with my friends last night. I'm sorry. And I love you. Something like that. Something to make me feel better after all this shitty weekend I had. But no, I gotta, we need to take a break. We need to break up text. Oh, I think we should break up. My fucking heart dropped. I didn't know what to say. I think I just said, are you sure? She said, yeah. felt, I felt like I was a problem. Like I was the reason she left. Like I did something wrong. And I know a lot of you guys see this video and say, well, you should have texted her. You should have said something that weekend. And that's why I left it for like that Sunday night. And that was probably the wrong move. Maybe I should have. I had a lot on my mind. I didn't know what to do at that time. So, seeing that breakup text, that fucking hurt, you know? Because I thought that was the love of my life. Like, I've had girlfriends before, but when I was with her, I felt like she was the one. She was like my first for everything. She was the first girl I ever brought to my mom. The first girl I ever traveled with. Hell, she was the first time I ever had sex. She was first for many things. And I wanted her to be the last. So getting that text saying that we need to take a break, we need to break up, I was fucking devastated. I felt like if God hated me, like if I just pissed in God's eye, and now it's Him blinking. So yeah, I just cried for like an hour or so, thinking just hating myself, just hating the world, until I had to get ready for work. I was cleaning up the room, cleaning up everything. After I was done crying, I didn't even want to go to work. I just wanted to say I'm sick. I'll go to work tomorrow. I don't feel good. I have a stomach ache. Got, food poisoning or some shit. Anything I do. I was like, fuck. So I just, cleaned myself up, put on a fake smile, told my shop what happened. They were joking about it, saying, oh, well, she wasn't the one that, she probably didn't even love you the way you did. When they were saying shit like that, I just wanted to say, you know what, y'all, you're wrong. It was my fault that, I did something wrong. But, yeah. So for a month, I just didn't even bother doing anything. No social media, other than some depressing ass fucking pictures I downloaded off of Pinterest that I put on my snap because how fucking hurt I was. But yeah, come to find out, she moved on quicker than I expected. A couple weeks later, she started saying this guy who I don't even know anything about. I don't even care. I was hearing that shit made me feel like I was easily replaceable. That shit hurt me even way more. Guy text, sorry. I was just wanting to text, but yeah, for like a month, I was just posting depressing ass shit on Snapchat, just hating myself, just pushing it going away. My work started getting sloppy. I started getting sloppy. For a while, they thought I was just, that I was just not caring anymore. And for a while, I wasn't. I was like, you know what? why even bother, Then they just probably think, it's not just that I'm not caring, just something might be wrong. So it took me to see a counselor. So before I get into that, well, actually, I'll just continue on. But before that, I'll just, you know, went to the counseling, taught them a little bit of why I feel the way I do. And kind of, I didn't expect myself to keep going. I just thought, just do this once or twice and just pretend I'm happy. Just pretend everything went better afterwards. But no, I kept going because every day I still felt like shit, just knowing that she's with someone else. And by this point, she blocked me and everything. But for a brief moment, she unblocked me, and I got a text from her asking for my address. So I just told her to send it to my mom. And I was just like, no, no, she's too busy. She just wants to mail it. Which I was like, well, that's kind of a weird thing, but whatever. Sent her my address, expected my package, week or two go by. I just asked her, did you send it? She's like, no, I've been busy. It's like, oh, all right. I brought him up. She's like, oh, yeah, you didn't talk to me for a month. And he was there for me. And I was, that made me feel like more and more like shit. And I was like, yeah, well, I was fucking heartbroken, You're my first for everything. I wanted to work things out. I wanted to call you, beg you. Hell, that night, I wanted to drive all the way to you just to beg you to stay. But I felt like I was a problem. Of course, she told me I wasn't the problem and all that. So I was like, all right, whatever. And at this point, I'm just really fucking depressed. Like, I really hate myself to the point I'm just having so much suicidal thoughts. And I pushed so many people away. I'm just thinking that nobody cared about me at this point. I used to live on a third balcony in one of the old rooms. Like every night, I thought about just jumping off head first. But every time I thought about that, the only thing that kept me from doing that shit was my sister. She told me that I was her only father figure. Her, my grandpa, and one of my cousins, and my uncle. But for the majority, I was her father figure for the most part. And I knew if I did that, she'd just follow my footsteps and do the same thing. But yeah, you know, that shit happened. Finally, she blocks me on everything. After I told her to just get rid of my stuff, either throw it away, send it back, or burn it. I don't care. Just get rid of it because I want her to forget about me. So by this point, I'm already a mess. I'm just like hating myself. Yeah, what happened? And fucking 2 months go by and I don't hear shit from her. At this point, I just think she's forgotten about me. And, she's happy with this guy. Because the last thing I heard from her is that she went to a trip with them to Idaho, and I know that they had sex. That shit made my fucking blood boil. And I was just fucking pissed off. Like I was so jealous. I mean, yeah, my buddy's trying to get me out, hang out with girls. And every time I did, I felt like I was just cheating on her. But pretty sure I felt like I didn't matter to her because she was already with someone else. But yeah. But so that should happen. 2 months go by, and then she starts texting me and shit. And I found it hard drunk because, not hearing her for so long. And I finally came by her and shit. Just seeing that shit just fucking kind of like fucked me up a bit. Mostly because she said she missed me. And that her and her boyfriend are having problems. And they might break up. I was like, alright. And that was only for one day that we texted. This was like last week. Well, this was like Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. And didn't talk to her all the way until today again. Because I didn't want to text her, keep that shit going, keep bothering her. I always feel like I do. But yeah, next thing I know, get a text from her today. And, me and her talking. At this point, I just want her to forget about me. So I'm really a mess. I'm really fucked up sometimes. So I just want her to forget about me. But to get rid of my stuff, throw it away. But she didn't. So that's that. So yeah. And now to start the depression part. So, like I mentioned before, my dad wasn't really there. And when I hit 6 years old, the last time seeing them, I just felt alone. I mean, I had my cousins and my friends. Like, me and my friends, we're still friends to this day. And that's hard to say nowadays. But yeah, 6 years old, not having your dad around. Just seeing your mom struggle and make ends meet. And you not being able to do nothing about it makes you feel like shit sometimes. But yeah, fuck. My head's always fucked up. Yeah. By the time I hit 12, my depression started kicking in. Because at this point, I just figured I was just a loser. That, you know, that basically easier forgettable. Of course, I had a girlfriend or two in middle school. No, three. Yeah, three girlfriends in middle school. They all left me. I never broke up with a girl. They always break up with me, and I just feel like it was my fault. That was never mad enough, and that's the part I blame on my dad. Yeah. Growing up without a dad made me feel like shit because I never felt like a man. I always felt like I was just some scared kid, and I still feel like a scared kid sometimes. that shit happened. My middle school, that's when my depression kind of kicked in a little bit more because when you're in elementary and shit, you just think that these feelings are just feelings. You don't think they really matter. But when I hit middle school, that shit kind of started hitting a little bit more. But fuck. So I was like, I'm losing my mind right now. I'm sorry. Got a long day, in and out of sleep, so expect a lot of fuck ups because I am one big fuck up. A lot of my life consists of fuck ups. The middle school was kind of where the foundation for my depression started kicking in. I mean, I did have like a moment where I felt like I was truly depressed. That Yeah, it was like 10 or 11 when I felt like I was truly depressed. I did try to take my life. I tried strangling myself with my belt, but the cheap buckle broke. And, trying to hang myself in my fucking bunk bed. Yeah, that shit kind of hurt my neck really bad. I was there crying in my room, realizing I could have just left my sister all alone. And yeah, I just kind of pushed away the suicidal thoughts, just bottled them up. But yeah, when middle school came around, that's when my foundation for my depression started kicking in even more. But you know, me and my friends always hung out, and it was fun hanging out with them. I'm not gonna lie, I did have some fun times with them, but at the same time, I just felt like if I just suddenly stopped coming, if I just disappeared, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't notice. Like, hey, whatever happened to that one kid? Oh, I don't know. And that's it. That's all they're gonna ever remember. Just fucking that one kid. Because I was a loser growing up. I've always been a loser growing up, and I never really had a sense of style. You know, didn't really know how to be social. I was just a weird kid. That's how everyone remembers me, just being some weird kid. Because that was my only way of being social. Just be weird. Maybe if you're weird enough, they could actually try to talk to you. But yeah, fuck. I had a girlfriend, three girlfriends, not at the same time, throughout those 2 years in middle school. My first one was my first one. I can still remember her name, Giselle, just not her last name. I'm bad with last names. I'm bad with names in general, but yeah, she was my first girlfriend. And I felt, your first girlfriend, you feel like you're truly in love. And, it's just like, you feel like you're on top of the world. But, we broke up because she was moving and, you know, she felt like we were moving too fast. And the only thing we ever done was kiss. I remember too because, her friends just pressured me to kiss her. I was like, I've never kissed a girl before. It was weird for me. No, like, I think one of them was actually my friend too. We became friends. But, yeah, pressured me into kissing her. And that was the first time I ever kissed a girl. And I had another girl, which, you know, apparently she told me growing up I was like kind of a bully towards her. I always like hated her. And, being a kid, that's all you ever know. I never really knew how to interact with other people. The people I always hang out with always drugs to each other, so I just thought that's how you always hang out with people. You just be a little bit of an asshole, and then your friends. But yeah, so you know, we broke up. You know, eighth grade starts, and I'm talking to her. I start falling in love with her and shit. And next thing we're together. And honestly, I was deeply in love with her. I mean, she was a weeb and shit, but still, that's what I loved about her. But nah, we didn't last, and I felt, fucking again heartbreak. Just felt like everything I was doing was wrong. That I didn't know how to treat a girl. That was either too soft, not man enough, or something like that, and that's why they always leave. So there I am, just heartbroken. And another girl, me and her were talking, and me and her started dating. And, she was Filipina, so I was like into that too. I think that's the only time I ever dated someone who's like from that, Asian culture. But for the most part, I never dated like a full on Asian. That's what I've always wanted to do. Still kind of want to do that though. That's besides the point. Yeah, just dating for a while and just it was weird because the way we kissed, I was like, I felt like it was from the movies, like the way adults do and shit. Just like fucking moving my hands all up and down and shit. It's just like kind of feel like our tongues touch it. Like, oh my god, this is fucking crazy. I never expected to get this fucking far in just in eighth grade. My mind's fucking going wild. I'm just like, oh my god. But yeah, we break up. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just hating relationships because like every time I think I'm in love, turns out to be wrong, and I'm just there, just fucking picking up the pieces. Because they always leave me. I don't think I've ever broken up with a girl before. Can't. If I have, it was probably one time that I was like drowned out by all the other girls who broke up with me. But yeah, fucking. This point, I just feel like, man, these girls are dating me. They break up and they find someone better. Am I not man enough? Am I too much of a fucking pussy? And it's like makes me hate myself during middle school because I was like, I didn't, like I said before, didn't have a dad to really teach me how to like, talk to girls, how to treat girls. My mom did, but when the mom teaches you how to be a guy, it's weird, and you don't really know if you listen to her or not. So I was like, all right, well, I could try to do this and this, but yeah, they break up with me, find some cooler, more attractive guy than me. And it's like, oh well, that makes sense. I'm a piece of shit and fucking ugly, so whatever, doesn't matter. You know. And like I said, this one time my dad started texting me. No, not my dad texted me, but like last time I see my dad, so I was like, maybe he could drink me love advice. Didn't talk to me for a while, so I can't really get any love advice. Yeah, fuck. Then we hit freshman year, and just like of high school, I'm just, I'm just fucking like expecting the worst, but hoping for the best. And my depression, my fucking anxiety, and all the other fucked up shit in the back of my head's like, you're gonna fuck up, right? You know that, you're not gonna be cool like these other guys. You're just gonna be another loser. You know, people don't really care. They're just gonna make fun of you. And I was like, oh yeah, yeah, I know. And the thing is, when people have depression, people see them as demons or some kind of monster, some ink fucking monster figure, some scary ass shit. But my depression, if it took if it took form to like being like an actual form, like an actual being and shit, it will look like me, but just cooler, sound cooler, and look cooler. And he wouldn't put the way he would put me down and the shit he would say wouldn't be like fucking screaming or shit like that. It would just like the friend who's an asshole but knows what's best for you. Like he looked like someone from a movie, and he wouldn't be aggressive. He just like, no one cares, right? I'm the one who's there for you. I'm the only one there who's just gonna be there no matter what. They're gonna forget about you, but I'm always there. You know, you want people to care? Maybe you should hold the belt a little bit longer next time. When you go and take a bath, make sure no more bubbles pop up. People will care about you then. And believe that shit. Because it's easy to believe when it's not being yelled at you. When it sounds like a suggestion, like maybe it could help. Maybe that might work. And yeah, there's some things that happened to my sister that, made me feel like more of a shit, which I'm not gonna discuss on fucking YouTube. Or at least not yet, until she's okay with it. Maybe she even can mention it too. My sister. One day I'm probably gonna have her on one of these if I ever make it that long. But yeah, high school comes around. Make friends here and there. My old friends I grew up with are all there. Most of them are there anyways. And we have our own little group, People come in and out sometimes, but for the most part, it's just all of us. Even my cousin that I grew up with, who's basically a brother to me. But yeah, he joined the group. He go back to his crew every once in a while, but for the most part, we always had each other's back. You know, I never grew up fighting. I was always too scared to fight. Always too scared to do anything. So, you know, I never really tried to seek out to fight someone because I knew I was gonna lose either way. But yeah, fuck. The girl I fell in love with, me and her became, best friends. You know, we were talking for like a while freshman year, like late freshman year. We consider each other best friends sophomore year. Dated girls here and there. She dated guys here and there, but for the most part, we'd still be friends, talk every once in a while. But, for the most part, I have like a major crush on her. And yeah, there's attractive girls who always have that, lust for. Not love, but lust. Like, man, she's really beautiful. She's really funny. But she's also really sexy. And, I love to smash. That fucking pervy, horny boy you are and shit. But, yeah, I've had a few of those that I knew I was never going to get no matter what I do. Unless I was rich and had my own car, I knew I wasn't going to get anywhere. So I was like, well, these are just going to be some fucking girls I can never date. The supermodels of school and shit. So I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, me and her became best friends. But like, I had feelings towards her, and believe it was junior year when we tried, you know, late junior year, going into senior year when we tried to be together, tried, be in a relationship. Of course, that didn't work out because, I was starting to work on jobs and shit and couldn't really see her because I didn't have a car. So I'm just barely a senior, I'm barely 17 and shit. So, at this point, I'm hitting senior year, wanting to be Marine, seeing them all always around. It's like, all right, cool. Sure, I could be Marine. And yeah, so, you know, telling people I might join the Marines and shit. I was like, oh, that's cool, that's cool. And, tell them also the other thing that I want to be a movie director or an author. And people are like, oh, that's tight. Yeah, I seen your letters. I seen your little story you wrote. That's pretty cool. It's like, yeah, But, every time they said that shit, I felt like they were kind of lying through the teeth, just trying to, try and make me feel better, trying to make it seem like, oh, this guy's okay, you know. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. But every time I wrote something, like a story or a letter, I just felt like it was just garbage to me. Like it was never good enough. Like someone could write it better, you know. This isn't gonna get me anywhere. Just basically crushing my own dreams because of my fucking depression and shit. And it fucking sucks. I'm telling you. No, like I said, had girlfriends here and there and shit. Just yeah, we'd be together and then we'd break up. There's one girl I fell in love with. It's my junior year, and I think our freshman year. And I know a lot of you are like, "Oh, that's fucking weird. That's gross." But at least I wasn't dating a middle schooler when I was a sophomore. Yeah, then that would be a real problem. But yeah, fuck. You know, just kind of figured I was just gonna, if I do join the Marine Corps, I was gonna die a virgin. Because at that point, I was still a virgin. No girl would ever want to talk to me or anything like that. I mean, girls would, kind of say hey here and there, but like, no girls were interested in me. You know, I was always gonna be a virgin for the rest of my life. And me and this girl I was with during my junior year was kind of did love her, like, and like she was bipolar, so she was always back and forth with her emotions with me, and it was weird as shit though. Oh shit, this fucking music. No, it's relaxing, but yeah, this girl I was with in high school and shit. I did really love her, and you know, she'd always like fucking get on my nerves. I wasn't trying to break up with her or anything like that. I just like she always pissed me off because like she'd get jealous too quick, and like she'd always say some weird shit. Like one time I was in football around this time, and she, me and her had made plans to go to watch a movie and shit. I told my mom I was gonna go see her to go watch a movie. She's like, all right, gave me money to go. But I had the night, the weekend I was gonna go, we just had a football game, and I locked, you know, my locker was left unlocked, and someone took my phone, but I guess they were holding it to protect it and shit, so no one else would steal it and fuck with it. But yeah, that weekend I was supposed to go, I didn't have my phone, so I can text her saying, hey, when do you want to meet up? Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? I didn't couldn't tell her any of that because my phone was fucking locked up in my locker, and I was just mad as shit. I tried looking on Facebook or anything I can to see if I could like you know, text her from there, ask her, hey, I walked my phone in my locker. You want to just meet up over here at my house and we can head out from there? But yeah, you know, and then apparently she was texting me, trying to call me and all this shit. And I was all like, fuck, I need to go. Like, I wanted to go to the school, like late at night, to fucking hop over the fence and all that shit, just trying to see if my phone is just somewhere else, still, have my buddy with me, all that weird shit, but I never did. So, Monday rolls around, Monday morning, we go, we do a little practice, and we go back to the locker rooms. My buddy's like, hey, you left your locker unlocked, and I put it in my locker so no one tries to steal your shit. I was like, oh shit, thanks, man. But I didn't even look at my phone. My phone was off. He turned it off so I wouldn't kill the battery. And I finally turn my phone on, and this is where she comes around and starts saying, fucking, why didn't you text me this and that? It's like, I didn't. I just barely got my phone back right now. It's like, barely right now? I was like, yeah, it's barely turned on. And she snatches from my hand and deletes like all her messages and all her calls she sent me. So I don't know exactly what she said. She probably broke up with me, but didn't want to admit it. So I don't even know. She probably did. But yeah, she was confusing. Her fucking ex boyfriend was just like always on my case and shit, saying that, she loved him and like they were still together and shit. I was like, well, she told me you guys broke up and shit. Just all that fucked up shit. I just felt like I was getting played at that point. And yeah, we broke up. And, she dates this one guy who's like, you hear his voice and you think he's gay. I don't have nothing against gay people. Gay people are pretty cool, but uh, yeah, his voice was the annoying kind of gay, like it was high pitched, and like he was really annoying sometimes. And I was like, fuck. So she dates him, and I knew this from the start. Like I could see it because they're always hanging out and shit. I'm just like, well, obviously they were still together. It's whatever though. And she's telling me because we had a class together, which was really awkward. She's like, hey, I need to tell you something. It's like, all right, what is it? It's like, I'll tell you at lunch. And I was all like, why not now? And what is it? And she's all like, I'll just tell you at lunch. Next thing you know, fucking he comes up. It's all like, hey, Vito wants to tell you something, but she's scared, so I'm just gonna tell you anyways. And I'm just like, fuck. And in my mind, I'm like, I know you're gonna tell me you guys are dating. But I just want to hear him say it, and I just want to hear his reaction when I already say I knew about it and shit. But I just went along with it. Thing is, her group of friends were just looking at me. They hated him. He was annoying to them. So when they see me like walk away with him, they're like, oh fuck, you know, are you guys gonna? They thought we were gonna fight. Oh, what is that? No, no, never mind. Nah, that was another time. But yeah, me and him were talking and shit. And it's like, hey, Vita wants to tell you something. She's scared. It's like, well, what is it? She's like, she wants to tell you that you guys are dating. It's like, is that it? Is that really it? It's like, yeah, you know, are you mad? It's like, no, just I'm not mad that you guys are dating. I'm just mad she made it a big secret. Like I knew you guys were dating. I just hate that she made it like she made it seem so like a big deal. Like if she was pregnant or some shit. I don't know, just something other than you two are dating. So yeah, I was heated, not at her, just like the fact that she did that. But yeah, that should happen. Um, Come to find out that that annoying kid that sounded gay was my cousin. How did I know this? It was a fucking birth. It was a fucking party. He was like cousin was having. We were all there just chilling, because my cousin's kind of a thug, so he just wanted to chill, no fucking kitty party and shit, no fucking, weird ass music and shit, just straight up hood rap and all that. I was fucking bored out of my mind. Like, I hate parties like that where just a bunch of thugs just sitting down doing that. Just like sitting there, just nodding their heads. I hated those kind of parties because I feel like there's not much excitement, and girls there were always like, there's no girls at the party, but I'm pretty sure there were. Pretty sure there'll be like the fucking thoughts and just lap dances, touching you everywhere. It's just like I don't know. Honestly, I'm like, yeah, fuck, if it's sex, but like, I don't know. I'll be annoyed by that eventually. And I was just like, all right, whatever. But I found out because he was there. I was like, oh, how do you know John? Which is my cousin. Fuck, I should have kept his name secret, but yeah. But yeah, fucking. How do you know this person? Was like, oh yeah, it's my cousin. It's like, oh shit, that's my cousin too. So we're all just chilling there, listening to music. It was awkward as hell. Knowing that asshole was my cousin was the most awkward part of my fucking school year. And then they break up, and I guess he was giving her shit, pissing her off and shit like that. So she comes up to me because I'm Mr. Nice Guy, and everyone gets along, and I let anyone walk over me and do anything for anyone. But she's like, comes to me and starts saying, "Oh, Jacob's being an asshole. Think you could kick his ass? I'll come over here and you could go take him somewhere else, kick his ass." It's like, I mean, sure, whatever. And I wasn't gonna kick his ass, not because I thought I was gonna lose. I'm pretty sure I could have took his ass down. I was taller than him, and at that time I was in football, so I knew I had weight and speed over him. So I was like, you know what? I mean, you broke up with me. We're not even together anymore. So why the fuck? So me and them go to like a certain area where they can't see us. But as soon as we start walking, I guess I had that angry look in my face, and they all get their phones out and they start recording because they thought we were gonna fight. So I'm just there telling like, look, we didn't say you're just being an asshole. She wants me to kick your ass. I'm not gonna kick your ass. Just stop being an asshole. Just ignore her. She's giving you problems. Just ignore her. Females are like that. It's whatever. But yeah, she wants me to kick your ass. I will not. Unless you hate her, I have no real reason to fight you. So yeah. So that happened. Senior year comes along, and I'm still single as fuck. And like I said, this girl I was in love with, that was my best friend. We're still talking. She would visit the school sometimes when we hang out. And keep in mind, she wasn't like the skinny girls. She was thick, and I kind of like that. I don't mean kind of, I mean I do like that. But yeah, I guess she had a crush on me too, so it was fucking, it was cool. But I told her I was running rings and shit. So we were texting over the phone and shit. Before I finally leave the boot camp and shit, I tell her, send me your address so I can write you letters and shit. No, I told my mom, said, get all these names, find them and get their addresses. And she did for a few of them, but I think she might have gotten the wrong address, so I might have wrote the address wrong or too ugly because I suck at handwriting. So yeah, you know, wish I had wrote a boot camp. She'll have like a whole bunch of fake war letters and shit, making her feel, like she was in the fucking 40s and shit, writing her like long lost love across the seas and shit. I don't know. I want to do some romantic fucking poetry shit like that to her, but fortunately, I didn't get her address, so I can't do that with her. Yeah, did with some of my friends though. We were talking shit. My cousin, me, they'll just curse each other out like, "Hey faggot," "Hey queer," and shit like that. But yeah. So, yeah, get out of boot camp, go home for a minute, visit the family, then getting ready for MCT and shit. Um, I was hanging out with this one girl who was like friends with the one girl I dated. That one who with the one who had the boyfriend. That was my cousin. Yeah, her. I was kind of into her friend at the time, and we went to the movies. We watched Lego Batman. I remember, but yeah, not a big thing for her. And we're just walking around. She was cold. Gave her my coat, and just being that gentleman, that suave gentleman. Fucking cringe as shit to say it like that, but still, like I was just being a nice guy. Just I watch a lot of movies. Like, hey, they do this in the movie. We were holding hands, and yeah, all that shit. I was like, fuck, you know. I answer her. She's really pretty to me, and yeah. So I was like, all right. In the movie theaters, I really wanted to kiss her, and I'm pretty sure if I did, we might have been together. I don't know. Probably not, but yeah, we were holding hands the entire time of the movie. We went to like a little amusement park and we were just and I bought her tickets and we were on the carousel and I had her in my arms. It was like so amazing and so beautiful. I was like, man, this is to me. I was like, man, this is so romantic. You know, never really done this with a girl. It's my first time doing, hanging out with a girl at a carousel, like in the movies and shit. It felt so movie like. I was like, man, I do not want to screw this up. So we finally finished. We head back in front of the movie theaters so she get picked up. But we're still kind of holding hands. I took a picture of her. But yeah, with my little Fuji film. So yeah, and I offered to take her home, but she said she was gonna get picked up anyway. So I was like, you know what, I'm not just gonna leave. I was just gonna wait with her till her ride comes. I don't want to be that guy. Like, oh, you got a ride? All right, cool. Bye. But yeah, just wait till her ride comes. She gets picked up. She leaves. I get ready for MCT and shit. We don't really talk after that. Then me and the girl that are best friends, we start talking. Saying how much she missed me, just how much she had a crush on me throughout high school. Telling her the same thing, but so I always seen her with like guys here and there. Just thought that they were together or some shit. So I was like, oh well, looks I'm just that kind of best friend who's just gonna be that best friend only. So we got together. Just fucking yeah. And we got together March 26th. I know because that was like the weekend of my graduate. Yeah, the weekend I was getting ready to leave MCT. We had just finished graduation. I'm gonna head out and we made it official. Me and her were together. So fucking, you know, I hit Mississippi. No, I hit Virginia. Of course, their time difference and shit. It was hard to talk to her, but still, we still talked. I don't know, I only like talk like only here and there, but like whenever I got the chance, I would talk to her. The time schedule was always fucked up because it was 3 hours ahead. So finally, she get mad because of the fucking time schedule. It's always like 3 hours ahead. By the time I get off, I'm already tired, and by the time we're done with school and whatever, it's already like what 2 o'clock. 5 o'clock for me. Me and the guys are hanging out or something. But yeah, I try. We were talking. Every chance we get on the phone or just texting. I fall asleep a lot because you know fucking long days and shit. I finally went to Mississippi for a different schooling because I fucked up there. Fucked myself over, and yeah, like I said, over there in Virginia, you know, I was, my depression, was fucking, I was depressed over there. It was like, so, I just kept to myself and really didn't do much with anyone else. I didn't really feel like, didn't really bother me for some reason. It was weird. Going to hit Mississippi, like fucking Fort Lee was raining here and there like crazy. Like it would be raining crazy 1 minute and stop and start again, and that shit would fuck with my mood. And I think that depression just like hid behind a wall for so long that when I hit fucking Mississippi, it just like went all out because I was hanging with all these guys, being friends with them, because I was really friends with no one there really in Virginia. So didn't really have anyone to disappoint or some shit. Anyone to piss off. So when I went to Mississippi, I became friends with so many people and shit. Depression was like, oh, they're just gonna forget about you, right? You become friends with people who are just gonna lose, forget about you and not gonna remember you. It was like, yeah, like, yeah, you're right. So I burned myself with cigarettes. Fucking tried taking my life, taking some pain meds. But I threw up so much that night because I had a lot to eat that day. So trying to take that while drinking, I was like really fucked up and just threw up a lot. Like I had like everything was hurting at that point. But yeah, like I mentioned before, the whole my dad called me while I was in Mississippi while I was drunk and shit. Added to the benefactor of that. My girlfriend, was getting pissed off with the fact that I would like sometimes talk to her, sometimes not. And, still told her it was just a time zone. You get up at different times. You're always at school and all that. But yeah, that should happen. Finally graduate. I go home. I use my car, and then me and her hanging out for the first time in like a whole like months. Next thing I know, we had sex. That's my first time having sex. Yeah, but yeah, still, still hurt, still depressed, especially after we broke up. There's a little more things here and there that quite not ready to share until they're like kind of over. That's if I, don't fuck myself anymore. Don't fuck myself up. Part of, I'm trying to do this YouTube thing for a while. Just hope it works, even though honestly, I don't even know what I'm gonna do anymore. Just living day in and day out with a fake smile and just surprised I made it this far. But yeah, fuck me. Yeah, just the most part of like how I've been depressed and shit. But there's a lot more shit that I need to add in there. I need to talk about for better understanding my depression. But until I get a clearance from the people who it involves, I'm not really gonna involve it. Don't want to get anyone in trouble. Yeah, but like I said earlier, my depression is like my closest best friend that knows me more than anyone else. That he'll dress cooler than me, he will talk cooler than me, and he will look cooler than me in any way. And he wouldn't scream at me to do, have these thoughts or, you know, make me want to try to kill myself and shit like that. But still, the way he said it made it seem like he knew what was right for me. Like if my depression was a person, like no one cares, right? They're only gonna care if you're sick or you're dying, or they're gonna pretend to care when you're really popular and you're really famous. But anything else, they're not gonna care. And I know I have friends, and that me and my friends, we've grown up for so long that I feel like I could tell them anything, but I don't think I can. It's hard talking about the shit that that hides in the shadows of your mind. It really fucks you up. So, I'm so depressed. Went to go get help. I got some medication. But yeah, I just hope I don't fucking lose my mind like I'm losing everything else in my life. Because that's going to end up really bad for me. Next thing you're going to see in this fucking video is going to be so fucking disturbing and shit. It's like, oh, he was such a nice guy. He was such a cool guy. We really liked him and all that bullshit. And that's weird too because, like I said before, it only feels like people care when you post depressing shit. Like, if you just disappear, no one will notice. And that shit kind of hurts. But yeah, next vlog is probably gonna be about me talking about video games and shit. But yeah. Fuck, this is a fucking an hour and 40 minutes to almost 2 hours. Most vlogs are like 20 minutes. But yeah, fuck it. That was alright. Yeah, so, this episode is called Depression and Dead. Depression and Deadbeat Dads. For anyone who kind of shares stories like that, similar to mine, because I didn't really fully disclose everything. And I know I should to get a better understanding. And I know I probably chopped up a lot of shit and it doesn't really make any sense. Just.
Yeah, we see. He raised the tax prices or what? Oh shit, damn, we went through these. Yeah, I heard that. People are bitching up a storm right now.
Yeah. My roommate is pretty chill. Fuck, an hour 40 minutes. Yeah, so like I said, if any of you share those kind of same stories with me, because I know I didn't, like I said, fuck, I keep repeating myself, but I know I didn't fully disclose everything that leads up to that. But I will. Don't worry about it. So if you share the same, feelings and stories with me, don't be afraid to comment or hell, even if you personally know me, just let me know. There's people I try to talk to. There's times I just feel like talking to no one because I feel like I'm a bother. But it's whatever. You know, if you want to talk to me, chat me on the fucking YouTube chat. I'll usually check them, see if there's anyone commenting like every day. So if you want, you can. Or if you want to go on Discord, the same profile name as my YouTube, so it's not gonna be hard to like, oh, this one says this and this one says that shit. So find me in Discord at psycho underscore power 559 if you want to like do us fucking personal messages. But yeah, you know, like it, don't subscribe. Fucking report me. I don't give a shit. Just do this just to do this. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep doing this. No one really watches it anyways. No one really even cares. Yeah, I've confirmed that a lot. No one really cares about the shit I do, unless it affects them. So yeah. I got a haircut and I fucked up my fingernails like bad. I need to get that shit fixed. So yeah, maybe I might do more vlogs. Maybe I might do more podcasts. Just need to see what kind of equipment I need for that shit because I'm still garbage at this. No one even really watches it anyways. So I'm not even like I'm in another tab, so I don't even think anyone really even is watching it. I'm on like Facebook, just looking at weird shit. If you want to know my Facebook, I'm pretty sure you're like gonna look at all my other shit. Like, oh, well, that's his name because a lot of my shit shares the same profile name as my YouTube. Psycho underscore pyro 559. I know that's none of the fucking passwords either, so don't even try. I don't want to see like people trying to sign in my account because that's gonna piss me off. But yeah, I'm just doing this just to see how it goes. But yeah, no one watches this. I only get like 5, 10 views, which is more than most people who barely start this shit out. Unless they're famous and they automatically get like fucking tons and tons of views. Or they get shoutouts from famous people that they know. Oh shit, my mom's on. Pretty sure she's been hearing me swear and all that other crap. Fuck. Hi, mom. It's weird just when your mom watches your stream and shit. It's like 11:30. This been running for like almost 2 hours. Oh snap, Levi, don't. Oh, that's my little brother. Oh man, don't tell mom. Well, I mean, mom's just gonna watch this later on, anyways. But don't say any bad words, cause mom's gonna hit you. No, I'm gonna tell mom. I'm gonna call her right now. I'm like, Mom, you know Levi's on YouTube, right? He's watching me curse and all that. Yeah. Levi, I think you're the only one who's actually watching. Yeah, I'm calling mom right now. She's on speaker. Oh man. I'm just kidding, Levi. You should go to bed. I mean, I don't even think you have school tomorrow. If you do, you have summer school maybe, but yeah, you need to go to bed, Levi. I'm about to stop anyways. So yeah, like I said earlier, like it, dislike it, subscribe, don't, you know, report me if you want. I don't care. This is just me doing my shit. Alright. Good night. Alright. Good night, Levi. Good night, whoever else watched it or brother